Pick one, kick one. Which of these movie posters will be the last one standing? That's Insidious, The Red Door versus The Dark Knight. Friday the 13th Part 3 versus Silent Hill. Yes, Avatar, The Way of Water versus Dark Phoenix. It's the unbearable weight of massive talent versus The Hangover Part 2. It was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest versus American Reunion. Dunkirk versus National Treasure. Murder City versus Birds of Prey, and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. It's Tetris versus The Sixth Sense. Yes, Casino Royale versus The Living Daylights. It was Bram Stoker's Dracula versus Love, Sex and 30 Candles. Sniper, GRIT Global Response and Intelligence Team versus The Exorcist. Yes, Sicario versus The World Is Not Enough. Yes, No Time to Die versus Ninja Assassin. It's Drive versus Sex Appeal. It was Die Hard 2 versus How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World. Yes, Mulholland Drive versus The Tank. It was 12 Strong versus The Passion of the Christ. It's How to Train Your Dragon, Homecoming versus Never Back Down, No Surrender. The Prestige versus Beautiful Disaster. It's Taxi Driver versus The Purge, Anarchy. That's Just Go With It versus The Hangover. It was Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance versus Sex Tape. Lilo and Stitch versus Sleepy Hollow. It was Fury versus King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. Ambush versus Split. It's Last Seen Alive versus The Tomorrow War. It was The Transformers, the movie versus John Wick, Chapter 4. Yes, Wrath of the Titans versus Die Hard. Yes, Sanctuary versus The Atom Project. It was The Croods versus No Hard Feelings. That's Maleficent versus Coach Carter. It's The Return of Jafar versus Wonder Woman. Yes, How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World versus Paranorman. Yes, Scott Pilgrim versus The World versus Schindler's List. It's Remember Me versus Kill Bill, Volume 1. It was Haunted Mansion versus Jeepers Creepers 3. Yes, Perpetrator versus The Flood. From Dusk Till Dawn versus Wrath of the Titans. That's The Menu versus Nightcrawler. It was Shortcomings versus Pitch Perfect 2. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new challenge.